Good morning, students. Uh, Nowadays, we are studying the lesson Birth from your snapshot book by A.J. Cronin. And in our previous video, um, we had known that Andrew Manson was a doctor and he had just completed his study of medicine. And then he began his medical practice in a small town of Blenheim. And when it was nearly midnight when he reached Brangower, he found Joe Morgan waiting for him. And Joe had been married for nearly 20 years, and now his wife was expecting her first baby. And he was waiting for doctor. He said that his wife needed his presence because the child was expected to be born before time. And then Andrew Manson, who was the doctor, went into the house. He saw two ladies there. One was Joe's mother-in-law, and the other was the midwife, means nurse. And the mother was worried. She realized that the delivery might take some time. She was afraid that the doctor would leave the case, saying that he would return later. But looking at the family's concern, doctor decided to wait. And he was tense. He knew that the case would demand all his attention. And he made up his mind to remain there until everything was over. And time to time he went upstairs and he noted the progress, and then he came down once more. Then he sat down by the kitchen fire. Okay, and now what happened the next part? So move on the story. Okay, his thoughts were heavy, muddled. The episode he had witnessed at Cardiff station still obsessed him morbidly. He thought of Brambles foolishly devoted to a woman who deceived him sordidly, of Edward Page, bound to the Shrevis Blodin of Danny, living unhappily apart from his wife. And he was thinking, he was busy in his thinking, and he was unhappy. His thought were heavy, muddled. Muddled means confused. He was confused because he had spent a very bad evening with his beloved Christine. And the episode he had witnessed the Cardiff station, he was the witness. He saw that still obsessed him morbidly. Obsessed means feel someone obsessed. He was obsessed, very unhappy and disturbing, unpleasant. He was very disturbed at that time because he thought of Bramble, foolishly devoted to woman. The Bramble, there was another person, he knew him, and he foolishly devoted to a woman who deceived him sordidly. And who deceived him sordidly. Sordidly means in an unpleasant way. And the another incident of Edward Page. Edward Page was a doctor and bound to the Srevish Blodin, and he was bound to the Srevish Blodin of Danny, living unhappily apart from his wife. And he was living unhappily apart from his wife. And these two incidents shows that he Edward Dr. Andrew Manson was witnessed failure marriage life, the another other people's failure marriage life, and so he was afraid. He had very confused thoughts because he wanted to live with Christine, and he wanted to live with happy marriage life. But when he saw the other people's their marriage life was not happy, and everyone was deceiving another. He saw that, and his reason told him that all these marriages were dismal failures. He thought that all these marriages was failures. It was conclusion which in his present state made him wince. Wince means a shrinking moment of body. He was so unhappy. So these two incidents, or by looking these two incidents, he derived conclusion. And the conclusion in his present state, he was so unhappy and so unpleasant, he was so worried. He wished to consider marriage as an idyllic state. Yes, he could not otherwise consider it with the image of Christine before him. And he wished to consider marriage as an idyllic state. Idyllic state means very peaceful. He thought that marriage is a very peaceful state and very happy moment. And he could not otherwise consider, and he could not think otherwise, this peaceful and idyllic state with the image of Christine before. Her eyes shining towards him admitted no other conclusion. And when he looked in the eyes of Christine, no other conclusion he admitted. He admitted only the peaceful life and very happy life and the happy marriage life. But when he see other people's marriage life, so those marriage life were failure. So he was worried then. He could not think the same marriage life, the failure marriage life with Christine, because he loved him very much. Uh, and then it was the conflict between his label, doubting mind, his and overflowing heart, which left him resentful and confused. And so it was the conflict, it was the dilemma between his label. He was doubting mind. The mind was doubting, but the heart was overflowing, which left him resentful and confused. And he was very confused about the marriage life. He let him chin sink upon his chest, stretched out his legs, started broodingly into the fire. And then his chin sink upon his chest. He sat position, stretched out his legs, started broodingly in fire. Broodingly means thinking a painful memory. He was thinking painful memory because he there is an incident with Christine, and he was so unhappy then. He remained like this so long, and his thoughts were so filled with Christine, that he started when the old woman opposite suddenly addressed him. Her meditation had pursued a different course, and he remained like this so long, and he was in these thoughts. He was thinking these types of thought, and his thoughts were filled with Christine, and he was lost in the thoughts of Christine. He was thinking about the Christine at that time. And then suddenly that old woman who was sitting opposite him suddenly addressed him, and her meditation had pursued a different course, and her she was thinking a different. She did not know about the Christine, that doctor is busy in his thoughts with Christine, and she thought her meditation had pursued a different course, a different things. She was thinking of different things. So then she addressed the doctor, and she said, Susan said not to give her the chloroform if it would harm the baby. She is awful set upon this child, Dr. Beck. Her old eyes warmed at a sudden thought. She added in a low tone, "Hey, we all are, I fancy." Susan, she said, that old woman said, Susan did not, Susan said not to give her the chloroform. Who was Susan? Susan was the Joe Morgan's wife. Susan is the name of Joe Morgan's wife. And Susan's mother said to doctor that Susan said her that not to give her the chloroform. Because she thought that if would harm the baby, and she has awful set upon the this child, Dr. Beck. She was waiting very eagerly that child because they had for their first child after 20 years of their marriage. So she was worried about everything, and he collected himself with an effort, and doctor collected himself with an effort, because he was lost in the thoughts of Christine, and then he came back. It won't do any harm, the anesthetic, he said kindly. They will be all right. And he said that chloroform will not do any harm. Okay, so he said very kindly, they will be all right. Don't worry about them. Okay, and he consoled the old mother. Then here the nurse voice was heard calling from the top landing. Andrew glanced at the clock, which now showed 3:30. He rose and went up to the bedroom. He perceived that he might now begin his work. And then he heard the voice from the top landing, from the upstairs, from the upper story, where the patient was. The nurse called the doctor, and doctor saw the clock, and which now showed 3:30, and it was the time that 3:30. He rose himself and he went to the bedroom. He perceived that he might now begin his work. Now his work, he perceived that his work is now begin, is now to begin. It is the time to begin his work. So he was ready for that, and he went upstairs where the patient was. Okay, and then the next para. An hour elapsed. It was a long, harsh struggle. Then, as the first streak of dawn strayed past the broken edge of the blind, the child was born, lifeless. An hour elapsed. Elapsed means passed. An hour passed. It was a long, harsh struggle. When the baby take birth, and it has a long time, when the doctor went upstairs. From then, 1 hour passed, and it is very harsh struggle to giving birth of the child. Then, as the first streak of dawn means that the first ray of sun of the morning, when the ray of sun came from the broken edge of the blind, that is the curtain. It means with the first ray of morning, with the first ray of sun in the morning, child was born. And child was born, but it was lifeless. Child was lifeless. And it is very worried thing that child, after an hour's struggle, child was born, but it was born lifeless. As he gazed at the still form, a shiver of horror passed over Andrew. And as he gazed, as he looked at the stillborn child, stillborn, lifeless child, lifeless child, stillborn means there is no movement in the child. and still form a shiver of horror, and he afraid. Horror passed over Andrew, and Andrew, the doctor, was worried, and doctor was afraid too much when he saw the stillborn baby, when he saw the lifeless baby. Okay, next. After all that he had promised, his face heated with his own exertion chilled suddenly. And after all that, why he was worried? Because he had promised to the couple that everything will okay, everything will be good. But now he had seen their stillborn baby, lifeless baby, so his face heated with his own exertion. Before that, his face was heated with his own exertion because he was very tense and he was very tired, so his face was heated. But now when he saw the stillborn baby, his face was chilled suddenly. He hesitated, torn between his desire to attempt the resuscitate the child and his obligation towards the mother, who was herself in a desperate state. And he was hesitated there because he was in the confused state. He was very confused. And his problem was his obligation towards the both the stillborn baby and to the mother, and torn between his desire, and he did not decide what to do, to attempt the resuscitate the child, or his obligation, his duty towards the mother, who was herself in a desperate state, who was also in a desperate state. Mother was also in the unconscious state. The dilemma was so urgent he did not solve it consciously. And consciously, without thinking, he take steps. And the dilemma was so urgent, and it is so urgent, and he had no time, and he did not solve it consciously. Thinking, after thinking, he did not solve it. Blindly, instinctively, he gave the child to the nurse, and without thinking, instinctively he gave the child to the nurse and turned his attention to the Susan Morgan. And he decided that he will do work on the mother first. So he handed over the child to the nurse, and he turned his full attention to the mother, Susan Morgan, who now lay collapsed, who was unconscious, almost pulseless. She was also pulseless, and not yet out of the ether upon her side. And because the chloroform's effect was on her, and she was unconscious at that time, his haste was desperate, a frantic race against her ebbing strength. And his strength was losing, her strength was losing, then time to time. And it was very worried condition, and it took him only an instant to smash a glass ampule and inject the medicine. And he suddenly he take very quickly, he take a medicine glass, and then he smash that ampoule and inject the medicine and the syringe, hypodermic syringe. And then he flung down the hypodermic syringe and worked unsparingly to restore the flaccid woman. And then he inject the medicine into the body of mother. And she was very flaccid woman, as she was unconscious, and she was laying there, and she was struggling for survive for life. And after a few minutes of feverish effort, her heart strengthened. And after when he inject the medicine into the body of that woman, after few minutes, it works, and her heart strengthened, and he saw that he might safely leave her. and then he noticed that mother was out of danger, and the medicine worked on the body of her body, and he saw that he might safely leave her because she was out of the danger, and he might safely leave her. He swung around in his short sleeves, his hair sticking to his damp brow, and he was also in very worried condition. His shirt sleeves was swung around, and his hair sticking with his damp wet brow, because he has perspiration at that time. He has perspiration at that time, and he was so tired, so worried. Okay, and then, where is the child? When he noticed that he might safely leave the mother, and mother is out of danger, then he asked for the child. And he asked, where is the child? The midwife made a frightened gesture. She had placed it beneath the bed. And midwife means nurse, made a frightened gesture. She was afraid because she had placed it beneath the bed. She had placed that baby under the bed because it was stillborn baby, it was lifeless baby. So she also put the baby under the bed. And what happened after that? In a flash, Andrew knelt down, fishing amongst the sodden newspapers below the bed. He pulled out the child, and a flash, very quickly, Andrew knelt down. Andrew sat down and fishing amongst the sodden newspapers below, and he searched the baby in the bundle of newspaper below the bed, and then he pulled out the child from the bed, from the newspapers. A boy. He was a boy. It was a boy, perfectly formed. Perfectly formed means he was perfectly made. His all organs were perfectly made, but perfectly formed. But the limp, warm body was white and soft as tallow. But the body was lifeless, the limp, his organs warm. It was warm body but white. It was warm body. It was not cold body. It was white. Why? It was warm. It was. It is the reason. It was warm. It shows that the baby can be revived. And his the child's body was very soft and white. The cord hastily slashed lay like a broken stem, and then the cord of the baby hastily slashed by the doctor, and it lay like a broken stem. The cord, the baby, when the baby take birth, so there was a cord on the belly of the baby. So the skin was a lovely texture, smooth and tender, and his skin was so soft, so lovely, so smooth, so tender. The head lolled on the thin leg, but it was still born, it was lifeless, so head lolled on the thin neck, and the head was hung on the neck, and the limbs seemed boneless, and all the limbs, all the organs were seemed boneless. Like there was no bone. Okay, so it is the end of today's paragraph, and now it is the time of Hindi summary. Okay. तो स्टूडेंट्स, हमने इसमें ये देख लिया था कि किस तरह से डॉक्टर एंड्रयू मेंसन थका हुआ घर आता है, जो मॉर्गन से मिलता है, जो मॉर्गन उसे अपने घर ले जाता है। जो मॉर्गन 20 साल हो गए उनकी शादी को, लेकिन वो फर्स्ट बेबी उनका होने वाला है। उसकी वाइफ प्रेग्नेंट है, लेकिन कुछ प्रॉब्लम में है, लगता है कि वो टाइम से पहले बेबी हो रहा है, इसलिए वो प्रॉब्लम में है। डॉक्टर को लेने आया है, डॉक्टर को लेके जाता है अपने घर। डॉक्टर देखता है कि अभी टाइम है उसके जन्म लेने में, इसलिए वो वेट करता है। वो नीचे किचन में बैठता है और बैठ कर के वो अपने ही थॉट्स में खोया हुआ है, क्योंकि वो आज क्रिस्टीन जो उसकी बिलव्ड है उसके साथ एक बैड इवनिंग गुजार के आया है। और वो अपने अगल बगल के लोगों को देखता है, उनकी जो फेलियर मैरिज है उनको देखता है। अम, और दो एग्जांपल यहाँ पर है, ब्रैम्बल के और मिस्टर एडवर्ड पेज के जो डॉक्टर है। दोनों की मैरिज लाइफ फेलियर है, और दोनों के जो साथी हैं वो एक दूसरे को धोखा दे रहे हैं, और फेलियर मैरिज लाइफ वो देखता है। लेकिन वो इसलिए परेशान है कि वो नहीं चाहता कि क्रिस्टीन के साथ वो उसकी मैरिज लाइफ भी फेलियर हो। वो क्रिस्टीन के बारे में ऐसा सोच भी नहीं सकता है, और इसीलिए वो कंफ्यूज्ड है कि वो मैरिज लाइफ उसकी सक्सेस होगी या नहीं होगी। इसी इन्हीं विचारों में खोया हुआ है। और उसके सामने जो मॉर्गन की मदर इन लॉ है वो बैठी हुई है। वो डॉक्टर को देख रही है, वो डॉक्टर को वॉच कर रही है। वो सोचती है कि कहीं डॉक्टर छोड़ के ना चला जाए। और जब डॉक्टर अपने ही क्रिस्टीन के ख्यालों में खोया हुआ था, तो वो डॉक्टर को कहती है, उसको एड्रेस करती है, उसको कुछ कहना चाहती है, क्योंकि वो अपने दूसरे ही ख्यालों में खोई हुई है। वो अपने बच्चे, अपनी बेटी और उसके बच्चे के बारे में टेंस है, बहुत ही परेशान है। वो कहती है कि सुसैन ने उसको कहा, वो पहली बार नाम बताती है पेशेंट का, जो मॉर्गन की वाइफ है उसका नाम सुसैन है। तो वो कहती है कि सुसैन अपने बच्चे को लेकर बहुत वरीड है, बहुत चिंतित है, और वो कहती है कि उसको क्लोरोफार्म न दिया जाए, क्योंकि हो सकता है कि वो बेबी को हार्म करे, बेबी को नुकसान पहुंचाए। इसलिए उसने पहले ही कहा है कि उसको क्लोरोफार्म न दिया जाए, कहीं बच्चे को नुकसान ना हो जाए। तो डॉक्टर फिर जो क्यों अपने ख्यालों में खोया हुआ था वो वापस आता है। वो कहता है मदर को कि नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा, सब ठीक ठाक होगा, क्लोरोफार्म देने से कोई नुकसान किसी को नहीं होगा। और तभी ऊपर से आवाज़ आती है नर्स की कि डॉक्टर को बुलाने की आवाज़, डॉक्टर को बुलाया जाता है। डॉक्टर भी फिर उठता है और ऊपर बेडरूम में जाता है जहाँ पेशेंट है, और उसको लगता है कि शायद अब उसका काम शुरू हो गया है, अब बेबी का बर्थ होने वाला है। लेकिन उस बच्चे के जन्म लेने की जो प्रक्रिया है उसमें 1 घंटा लग जाता है, और बहुत ही स्ट्रगल वाला, हार्श स्ट्रगल का टाइम है। बड़ी मुश्किल से बेबी का जन्म हो पाता है। लेकिन सुबह की पहली किरण के साथ ही बच्चे का जन्म होता है। लेकिन बच्चा तो लाइफलेस है, वो तो स्टिल बॉर्न बेबी हुआ है, उसका तो उसके शरीर में जान ही नहीं है। और जैसे वो स्टिल बॉर्न बेबी को देखता है, स्टिल फॉर्म को देखता है, डॉक्टर एकदम डर जाता है। एक कपकपी उसको डर की उसके शरीर पर फैलती है, क्योंकि उसने प्रॉमिस किया था, और ये उसका फर्स्ट केस था जिसको वो ऐसा केस जो हैंडल कर रहा है अकेले। क्योंकि अभी अभी वो प्रैक्टिस करके नया नया डॉक्टर बना है, और उसने प्रॉमिस किया था दोनों को कि कुछ नहीं होगा, सब ठीक रहेगा। और जो मॉर्गन जो कि अपनी शादी के 20 साल बाद उनका पहला बच्चा हो रहा है, और वो बच्चा लाइफलेस हो गया। तो वो बड़ा डर जाता है, और उसके अभी तक जो वो थका हुआ था, थक के कारण उसका चेहरा हीटेड था, अभी सडनली चिल्ड हो जाता है, ठंडा हो जाता है, पसीना उसको आ जाता है, ठंडा पसीना। और ही हेसिटेटेड टॉन, और वो उसको अब एक ऐसी कन्फ्यूजन की स्टेट में वो आ गया है कि क्या करे। वो उस लाइफलेस बच्चे को रिसोसिएट करे, उसको ठीक करे, या जो डेस्परेट मदर पड़ी हुई है, वो लेटी हुई है, वो अभी बेहोशी की ही हालत में है, उसको देखे। और सडनली बिना सोचे समझे वो बच्चे को, नर्स को पकड़ा देता है, और फिर जो मदर है सुसैन मॉर्गन उसकी तरफ ध्यान करता है, और जो मदर को वो जल्दी से एक इंजेक्शन लगाता है, और जो कि उसकी पल्स लेस हो रही है धीरे धीरे, वो भी उसकी भी कंडीशन ख़राब होती जा रही है मदर की। तो इंजेक्शन लगाता है मदर को, और उसको ये राहत मिलती है कि मदर जो है उस इंजेक्शन काम कर जाता है, और मदर की जो पल्स है वो स्ट्रेंथ पकड़ लेती है। और थोड़ी देर के बाद वो ये सोच लेता है कि शायद मदर बच जाएगी, अब इसको कोई खतरा नहीं है, डेंजर से, खतरे से बाहर है। तो जब उसको ये क्लियर हो जाता है कि मदर जो है वो खतरे से बाहर है, तो फिर वो उसको छोड़ सकता है। और उसको अपना ख्याल भी नहीं है, क्योंकि वो इतना एनग्रॉस्ड है उस काम में। उसके हाथ, जो शर्ट की स्लीव है वो ऐसी लटकती जा रही है, और उसके बाल बिल्कुल चिपचिपे हो चुके हैं पसीने से, जो उसके आईब्रो पर चिपके हुए हैं। वो फिर नर्स को कहता है कि बच्चा कहाँ है, और मिडवाइफ नर्स तो डर जाती है, एक फ्राइटेंड गैस्चर बनाती है, क्योंकि उसने तो बच्चे को बेड के नीचे रख दिया था, क्योंकि स्टिल फॉर्म बेबी था। उसने सोचा कि अब ये तो मरा हुआ बच्चा है, वो बेड के नीचे सरका दिया। और एंड्रू ने, डॉक्टर तुरंत एक झटके के साथ एक बहुत ही क्विकली नीचे बैठा, और उसने अखबारों के बीच में बच्चा ढूंढा बेड के नीचे, और तभी उसने बच्चे को पकड़ करके खींचा बाहर, अखबारों के बीच में से निकाला, और देखा ये एक लड़का था, परफेक्टली फॉर्म्ड, पूरी तरह से बना हुआ था, उसके अंग वगैरह सब बने हुए थे, लेकिन उसकी बॉडी लाइफलेस थी। उसके जो ऑर्गन्स थे वो काम नहीं कर रहे थे, कोई मूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा था बॉडी में। जो उसकी बॉडी थी वो वार्म थी, अभी तक गर्म थी। इसका मतलब ये था कि उसको अभी बचाया जा सकता है कुछ एफर्ट करके। उसको जल्दी से उसकी कॉर्ड को स्लैश किया गया, काटा गया। कॉर्ड होती है जब बच्चा जन्म लेता है तो उसके नाभि में एक कॉर्ड होती है, उसको काटा गया। और उसकी जो स्किन थी बहुत ही लवली थी, बहुत ही सुंदर, बहुत ही स्मूथ, बड़ी मासूम, टेंडर। और उसका जो सिर था वो उसकी गर्दन पर लटका हुआ था एक तरफ से। और उसके जो बॉडी ऑर्गन्स थे वो ऐसे लग रहे थे जैसे बोन लेस हैं, इसमें हड्डियाँ ही नहीं हैं, क्योंकि लाइफ फॉर्म थी वो, लाइफलेस था वो, स्टिल फॉर्म थी। तो इस तरह से आज की ये वीडियो यहीं एंड होती है। और अगली, यहाँ पर कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं। ये क्वेश्चंस मैं आपको अलग से भी क्वेश्चन दूंगा, इनमें से आप जो कर सकते हैं उनको आप कीजिए, क्वेश्चंस के आंसर लिखिए, और मैं आपको आज और भी क्वेश्चन दूंगा। ओके, थैंक यू।